Hey, it's John DeYoung, and today we're talking about the Achilles tendon. More specifically, a rupture of the tendon, two options, and the kind of recovery for both. So it's interesting because that is one of the largest tendons in the body. It's also one of the most common to rupture. Why is that? It's limited blood supply, and also the torque that is imposed on that tendon during a lot of explosive exercising, tennis, basketball, things like that. There's a lot of torque on there, so it's very common to rupture that tendon. Also, as we get old, aging and exercise, the combination of both make it more susceptible to injury, which is funny because as you get older, you want to work out, but the tendon becomes a little bit more susceptible to injury. So it's really important as you get older to learn exercises of strengthening the calf muscle, since the Achilles tendon is attached directly to the calf muscle. Work on flexibility, varying your exercises, doing explosive moves. Also with like maybe something not as explosive, something like swimming and bicycle riding. So, and a proper footwear. So that's a different video. Today, it's a moot point. You clicked on this video because you ruptured your Achilles tendon. What next? A tear or rupture can be treated surgically or with casting. Casting requires 6 to 8 weeks of non-weight bearing cast immobilization, followed by several weeks in a walking boot. Then the boot removal could take up to 3 to 4 months. So there's that. Surgical repair requires 3 to 4 weeks in a non-weight bearing cast, and an additional 2 to 3 weeks in a walking boot. And boot removal is usually about 5 to 6 weeks. Interestingly enough, surgery results in a much quicker recovery and return to regular activities than non-surgical. You also have a slightly lower rate of rupturing the tendon with the surgical procedure. The crux of this video is that you've ruptured your Achilles tendon. You chose surgery. You've made it up to about 5 weeks with your doctor. You can walk around with the boot now. You're off that non-weight bearing cast. So this is kind of like the important stuff now. Up to about 6 weeks, right before 7 weeks, you're not allowed to do any dorsiflexion, which means you can do plantar flexion, but you're not allowed to come back this way yet. So we're going to start these exercises I'm going to show you at 7 weeks, where you're allowed dorsiflexion. It's really important. Do that slowly. Don't, slowly increase the resistance. We're going to use a band. Okay, so one of the exercises you're probably working on already with your physical therapist are seated heel slides. Now, at about 6 weeks post-op, they don't want you to go past neutral in the dorsiflexion and bringing it back, okay? So you're going to slide out, you're going to get a nice little stretch, plantar flexion, okay? And then you're going to slide it back in. Right about 0 degrees. That's 6 weeks. When you get to 7 weeks, it's kind of the tipping point where you can start doing dorsiflexion. Comfortable, very conservative on the range of motion. Bring that heel back, okay? And that's breaking 0. And it should feel comfortable to you. Not so much discomfort, especially at 7 weeks. So again, 6 weeks, stopping here. 7 weeks, you're going to bring it back. Okay? And everything else we're doing after this is 7 weeks on. So anything I show you today, nothing before 7 weeks. Okay? And slide that back. So, you get about 10, 12 of these. Take a little break. Again, wait for not too much discomfort post 7 weeks, post-surgery. You're going to break, again, that's 0 degrees. We're going to start coming into dorsiflexion. All right? Okay, second exercise is a 4-way ankle resistance. I'm going to put my shoe back on just so that the strap doesn't come flying off. Okay. Again, you can start this at 7 weeks post-surgery. Put it right on that pad, right above the arch of your foot. Okay, right about there. So scoop back a little bit. You can do this on a table. The floor, you need to be slightly off the floor. So obviously my dorsiflexion is a lot here. I didn't actually have surgery. So dorsiflexion, plantar flexion. Dorsiflexion. Be conservative on the way back. Don't want to overstretch. Okay, and plantar flexion. Let's give me about 8 to 10 of those, okay? That's nice. Very good. And then we're going to switch this to E version. I'm going to put a little resistance out here. You're going to bring that toe across and out. So the resistance is coming out in E version. Right there. My toe's kind of going up. It's a little bit of a diagonal. And down. Toe up and out. And down. Up and out. Good. You'll feel that. Again, go easy on the resistance. And now, inversion is the opposite direction. We're going to come up and down. Keep that leg nice and fixed. Inversion. Coming in, slightly again a diagonal. Eversion. Down, diagonal, out. Plantar flexion. Dorsiflexion, plantar flexion, dorsiflexion. So again, that's about 7 weeks, 8 weeks post-op. Okay, another exercise again, 7 weeks out, 7 to 8 weeks, using this monster strap. These are really easy to buy on Amazon. It's called a monster strap. You'll probably get one from your PT as well. All right, so we're gonna hold both sides. So as you come back, we're gonna dorsiflex your foot, dorsiflexion. As you push through, plantar flexion, point. Bend the knee on the way back, dorsiflexion. Be careful with the way back, watch that stretch in that Achilles. Plantar flexion. So point your toe as you press, okay? Dorsiflexion. Stretch, push through, plantar flexion. That's gonna feel really good. All right. Again, maybe about 12 of these. Be conservative on the way back. Watch your progression on dorsiflexion. That's where you can get into some trouble. That's great. Again, 7 weeks, 8 weeks for this. Remember, no dorsiflexion before 7 weeks. Okay, next exercise. Okay, so the next exercise, again, we're about 8 to 9 weeks out now. We're going to do a half stand up to squat. We're going to put the block there because I don't want you to drop down if you can't do it. You can hurt your Achilles then. So we're going to support it with the block right under there. And we're going to come up to a half stand up to a squat. I'm trying not to use the block right there. And then down. Definitely use a stick though. 2 railings. Okay, you see that? Not really using the block, but if you fail, I want you to be able to put your foot on the block. It's there just for safety. You can use a book. Anything like that. So you ready? Wait, okay. Up on your toes, halfway only, and then down. That's nice. It's challenging. It's going to be scary. Use the stick. Again, that block is there to protect you in case you can't make it. All right, that's a genius one. That maybe about 8 to 10 reps. And be careful with that. Okay, moving on. Okay, so another 9-week post-op progression for your Achilles tendon repair and recovery is going to be a bridge with a heel raise. So palms down, cross your right over your left. Remember, my left is my Achilles that I had operated on. I'm going to do a bridge up on the toe. So it's a heel raise, holding, and down. Nice bridge. Hold that. That's nice. I'm going to shoot for about somewhere between 8 to 10 reps. Depending upon how far along you are, how many sets you're going to do, that's really up to your physical therapist. But hopefully these exercises I'm showing you are ones you've done before with the PT and you forgot about them and you want to get your Achilles, get going and hold that. That's great. So again, it's like 9-week progression right there, post-op. Be conservative and always get advice from your PT. So let's hit the next exercise. All right, next exercise, around 11 and 12 weeks. We're going to have the right foot. This is giving you a little extra lift. We're going to get off the left and down and up. Okay, we're going to do about 50-50 weight, 10 sets of 10. You're going to do these over the next week. And then with the guidance of your physical therapist, as these get easier, 10 sets of 10, Okay. Then you can do another 10 set of 10, but you're going to start shifting most of the weight on your left. And up, and down, and up. 10 sets of 10. So the right foot's still guiding. And then after 10 sets of 10 become easier, probably in your 12th week, maybe 13th week, you're going to come up and you lift the right foot up and lower yourself down. Bring it up, lift the right foot and lower down. Woo, those feel nice. That's going to be the day. When you're there, you're going to be very happy. Good. And 10 sets of 10. Excellent work. Okay, so I hope some of those exercises will help you to recovery. This monster strap, Amazon, it could be here in a day. They're great. Monster strap, yoga block for putting under your feet. Again, you could use books for that exercise. So I hope these help. Bounce them off your physical therapist. If you're kind of towards the end, if you're already like 5 months out, these would be safe to do on your own. So best of luck in recovery, and give me the thumbs up if you like what you heard and what you saw, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Good luck in healing.